There are a couple of issues here. One is that in other chambers, there's testimony happening about how teachers aren't trusted to do curriculum. We aren't trusted with the books we choose, but somehow we're supposed to be trusted with a gun in school.
Y'all, I gotta admit, I'm a little distracted today. I was planning on going in on the state of Ohio's decision to give school districts the opportunity to allow school teachers to carry firearms in school, until I saw this. Anchor, journalist, fellow Rebel HQ content creator, and, most importantly, for the sake of this video, University of Michigan alum David Schuster possibly upset about the results of the Great Toledo War. But now I feel like I gotta defend us. Not the part of Ohio that puts chili on spaghetti or the part whose lake caught on fire, but what brings us all together. The traditions of my alma mater, the Ohio State University, say the whole thing, David, in my hometown of Columbus. But the negative perceptions of Ohio held by people all across this country isn't impacted by David Schuster. He just said what a lot of y'all were thinking. His video showed the people, even Don Cheadle wonders about the places, and this is due to some of the policies. So maybe I can add some perspective for you, the TYT viewer, and we'll go over the footage from the Ohio Senate debating the bill to arm teachers/staffers in schools to see if there's any positives.
That, you know what? The only way I had to protect myself was with my own two bare hands. One of them was throwing things at me. One of them picked up a chair and threw at me, and I'm sitting there supposed to take that as a teacher, and I had to protect my other students. And you know what? What happens if that chair would have not been a chair, but would have been a gun? I probably wouldn't be here to talk about it today.
Not off to a great start. State Representative Don Jones said, out loud, with his mouth, what happens if that chair would not have been a chair, but would have been a gun? Moving on.
Because if you actually study these shootings, instead of just crying crocodile tears on the floor, what you would find is that these school shootings often take place when the students are in class, so that the shooter can go classroom to classroom, like each classroom is a pond of ducks, and they shoot up each classroom.
Senator Antoni is pointing out that when mass shootings happen in schools, the kids are usually in classrooms at that time. See, he looked into it and tried to make a good point. I mean, students spend the vast majority of their time in classrooms, so in the event of an intruder busting in, there's a high likelihood. Never mind. Transitioning from class to class takes mere seconds, and even if kids were roaming the halls when danger arrived, that would make things easier for a mass shooter. Admittedly, it would make things harder for any armed, quote, good guy.
What did the aviation industry and the federal government do? They allowed pilots to carry guns. It was voluntary. It wasn't mandatory. Will this work? I don't know. But it's a chance I'm willing to take.
Senator Lang says Ohio should allow armed teachers like the government allowed armed pilots after 9/11 or something like that. Did airports and airlines do anything to prevent guns and other weapons from ending up on planes afterwards? Man, will this work? I don't know, but it's a chance I'm willing to take. Kind of seems like a gamble on children's lives and not his.
I'm talking as a past educator, a concealed carry license holder, but I'm going back to my life-saving experience in the water. I remember being trained, and I remember thinking, I'm ready to do this. And the instructor said, you're not. What you need to show me is what they call in the military unconscious competence.
Senator O'Brien compares teachers training how to shoot weapons to her time training on water safety. In order for a teacher to be unconsciously competent when there's an active shooter, they're going to have to experience a number of them themselves. It will take more training than just going to a gun range, considering that in a school, you could encounter a lot of moving targets or targets that shouldn't be targets. Even so, Uvalde police held an active shooter training mere weeks before the tragedy, so fine. Okay, Ohio is obnoxious. I mean, in the last 2 years alone, they've passed a stand your ground law and a permitless concealed carry law, and recently, toxic legislation aimed at trans athletes, all like 4 of them. We'll definitely need to talk about that too. This is why I go to Defending Columbus exclusively. except for our local police department, or the highway system, sometimes all we have to bring us together is red shirts and hoodies along with the OHIO thing, which is recognized the world over. From the Ohio State University and for Rebel HQ, I'm Jeff Wiggins. My architect knows Japanese. For more from the Young Turks, stay right here. If you want to see content from yours truly, click on the hashtag below. I can also be found on all socials at He Gonna Be Alright. Thanks for watching.